sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through. There's nothing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. 4th down, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there. Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They go play action. Mayfield. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. These two teams all tied after 1. Mayfield on play action. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Browns have taken the lead. Parkey with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught by OBJ. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On first down, Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return from Browns TD. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At their own 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. Now Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Cobb goes laying out for that one, and he has it. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jones. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Rodgers again now. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Field. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So the first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Rodgers now on 1st down. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gott, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and it's complete to Adams. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Rodgers. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Rodgers now to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. John Johnson with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game. And now this time an interception return for another score. Parkey adds the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 42. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, Del Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Rodgers will throw for it. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone, and a two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Now I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
It got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 78 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. It didn't take too long for them to get that lead right back, did it?
No, it certainly didn't. And it's got to be just a bit demoralizing. You're charged up, you take the lead, you send your defense out, and guess what? One play later, you're right back in a position of having to go down the field and score again.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Credit that break up to Greedy Williams. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And it's a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb, 44 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Extra point try now for Crosby. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Play fake. Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Anthony Schwartz, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. Mayfield finding Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Mayfield on play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. Would it be Frank Cini? This is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of the time that a former defense touchdown Packers.
4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers on one play have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Going deep here for Landry. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield to throw it. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Browns' 38-yard line. 50. Hey, you block over here.
Watch the run.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. He's got Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It's caught. Beckham. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. Mayfield. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Rodgers to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. Got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you've got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cobb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50 yards out. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
To throw is Rodgers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jones. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Man open, here's Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers going to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's go, Heavy. That's what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Over here. Check 13. Back one.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it was. Through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. These two teams all tied after one.
Score time 7-7.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Room here to run. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers 30. That one good for 37 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hurts going to take this himself.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
This one swung out here to Jones.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one goes for 24 yards. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On 1st down, Jones. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Running right, Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Rodgers. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now Crosby for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete to Hightower.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is caught inside the 5. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Hurts.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
On first down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. Touchdown! Devontae Adams. 36 yards.
And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he goes out right around the 39. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. So that one will be accepted. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option.
Sanders has the first down and much more. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time.
57 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Snags it for the pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
That's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. A big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got it.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Jones.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Rodgers with a keeper. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. On the sneak, Rodgers trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on the play of the game now. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On first down, Hurts. This will be taken in by Hightower. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is taken in at the 5. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Pass complete, Tunyon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Back to throw, Rodgers. Able to find Jones. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now Rodgers. Open man, here's Cobb. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 27 yards there, a first down. To throw is Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And that'll bring up second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Rodgers to throw. This is caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. We'll see a return here from the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. One final try now for Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And some space here. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Oh, that's money in the bank, baby.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Ray McCloud to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this?